Other than watching Velma, what is the worst punishment that you can think of? Honestly, I can't really think of much else, but I've experienced quite a few punishments. I'm sure you have as well. So I want to go through punishments over my life. I think the most common one has been simple caning. Now we don't actually use a physical cane. You know, the one that the schools use when they see the children smoking. No, we don't use those. Instead, we use. Give me a second. These little shits. Now these things don't hurt nearly as much anymore. Look. Now, of course, I'm not using maximum strength, but seriously, that was not painful. But in the past, these things were like bullets. They stung so hard with our little fleshless skin, with me being less fat at the time. So these things were terrible. And we got caned relatively often. Now, I understand why parents cane, but we're in the age of 2024 now. Of course, it wasn't 2024 back then, but I still don't think caning really did anything. Caning supposedly should help, but I don't feel like it's helped me at all. It just makes me think I'm never gonna cane my children in the future if I ever have any somehow. I don't know if I ever will. That's weird to think about. I'm not gonna think about it. But yes, caning I don't think helped me at all. It was just traumatizing because I never liked it as a kid. And then I think my parents, I think they still cane my sister every now and then. It's very rare nowadays, of course, because we're older. But caning is a lot rarer. Nowadays, a bigger punishment is taking away the sister's phone, which I think is sufficient. I think they can do that. Now, I have a funny little thing I want to bring up. One of my classmates once said that I'm so happy my parents caned me. That just sounds fucked up, if you know what I mean. It was regarding punishment. The whole lesson was about caning. Anyways, like I need a sneeze. Live sneeze. Hope you liked it. Wait, there's another one coming. Hope you like those sneezes. Anyways, back to the caning. He said he enjoyed caning, getting caned. I love getting caned. It teaches me lessons. That sounds so fucked up. That just doesn't sound right, and I think he needs to rethink some shit. I don't know if it's like a Chinese religious thing, because I know that for some reason my parents have taught me and given me the impression that Chinese people have some interesting takes, to say the least. And yes, I'm being very gracious by saying that. I'm not racist, of course. I'm literally Chinese, and I know self-racism exists, but like, I'm not racist. I just think it's interesting, and I definitely would like to learn more. But anyways, other than besides Chinese punishments, what other punishments have I faced? Obviously, I did mention taking away of screens. I don't think I actually ever experienced that punishment once. I don't know why. They just never tried taking my screens away. I as a usual kid, I do obviously use a lot of screens. I got a Nintendo Switch on the floor. Got the phone over here. My sister's iPad is down there. They don't really do that much, which I think is fine. I honestly wouldn't be too upset if they took those screens away from me. Obviously, I'm just saying that. Some of you are probably saying, oh, he's coping or whatever. No, I'm actually fine. They can do it if they want to, but they haven't done it, so that's fine. My sister, I hope they use it. I hope they do so, because I think she needs to have her screens taken away. That's kind of why I'm guarding the iPad, but the other reason is also because I want to use that thing at night. And then, I think the last punishment I want to discuss has probably been the most traumatizing punishment, being locked out of the house for like at 20 minutes as an 8-year-old. Now just picture the 8-year-old just sitting outside the house, not knowing whether he'll be let back in, and just smashing the door, crying, begging, let me back in, please, I'm sorry, everything. And I don't know what the reason was exactly. I was 8, but I think the reason I was locked out that day, all those years ago, did I break a cup or something? I think that might have been it. Yeah, that's wild shit. So that probably was the worst punishment. Honestly, I don't think any of these punishments helped me, but I definitely think you need to discipline children. So how would I have raised myself if I was my parents? Instead of caning and bullshit, maybe I would have I think just taking away screens would have helped. Probably got to do more if it gets out of hand. I don't know. Maybe scratch them with this tape here. That's about it. Or maybe actually tape their mouth. Hang on, let's do an experiment. This is fucking disgusting. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Those. Okay, if the tape stays, it actually works okay, but there's no way the tape is staying like that.